So my first question would be regarding the ease of living, the KYC norm, which aims to be simplified further. What is the real intent of the government and how we can move forward in this direction?
As you know, PM has laid a lot of emphasis on ease of living and trust-based governance. So, using DigiLocker, using unique ID, Aadhaar number, the interaction with all the government websites needs to become simplified. Right now, a person has to remember his user ID password for each of the sites separately. So as a first stage, this is a project which is being driven by the Ministry of Information and Technology.
Okay.
So they are the right person to ask. But what they are doing is, they are converting everything to single sign-on. So the same user ID password will be applicable for all government websites to interact.
Okay.
And moving forward with this will ensure that the interaction with the government can happen on a single screen without visiting various websites.
Okay.
So that is what it will facilitate. In addition to that, the budget also speaks about risk-based KYC,
Exactly.
which will further enhance the ease of living.
Now, for ease of doing business, the PAN card is going to be, the single document that will be facilitated. How the transformation will happen and how it's going to be rolled out?
This will be rolled out through our national single window. So this was one of the biggest and the most important change we thought we could make in the system. So as a group of officers who were working on the single window under the whole framework of ease of doing business, it came out that if we can bring it to a level where each business can interact with the whole of government without visiting to separate websites and giving the information only once and not filling it up again and again.
Okay.
And the information which is available with the government in some form or other, it gets pre-populated. So these are the kind of objectives which will be achieved by using a single business ID. Single business ID will get populated in different databases. So through the single window, it will pull in the data of all the concerned databases.
Okay.
It will get pre-populated and the reverse flow of information will also take place. So it's a transformational step in ease of doing business, and all 36 states and UTs are on board. This was agreed to in the last Chief Secretary's conference, which was held where Honorable Prime Minister himself actually gave the full 2 days. So this was a point which was agreed by all 36 states and UTs. And there are 32 departments related to this in Government of India. All will get connected.
Okay.
27 have already got connected. 19 states and UTs have already got integrated. So this is the way we are moving towards. So all renewals will come, all returns will come on this. So this will be a huge step forward for all businesses.
One question regarding the PLI scheme. Any estimate that you understand that for the financial year 23-24, the kind of claim that the government will be receiving?
So what happens, PLI scheme is basically a scheme, because each scheme is different, 14 schemes as per design. So a typical scheme would mean that they would give 3 or 4 years or 5 years for investment. And say for example, I'll take one particular scheme, year 1 you get the approval. So year 2 would be the investment year. Year 3 will be the production year. Year 4 is first time when you will get your claim. And in certain cases, like for example, the scheme for AC and white goods, which my department is directly doing apart from being the nodal department, there we have given 2 options to the approved companies. Either you take 1 year as your investment year or 2 years as. So in case someone has picked up 2 years as their option, it will go further down.
Okay.
So then actual claim will come from 4th year to 8th year.
Okay.
So actual requirement of fund will happen from 4th to 8th year in our scheme. On the other hand, in one scheme, the requirement of fund is spread over 6 years. So each year the requirement will vary. This is unfair to compare it to the requirement 1 year before or 1 year after.
Okay.
So the whole trajectory has been worked out by the departments, and accordingly the budget would provide that money. That's my guess.
And lastly, the clarification on the tax part on the startups. The foreign startups, will they attract any sort of taxes, angel tax? What sort of clarification you want to bring in?
No, I think there is a misnomer which is going around. There is no change vis-a-vis startups.
Okay.
Section 56(2) used to have two provisos. One of them said that if you are investing in a startup which is recognized by the government, which is DPIIT as the nodal department, so 56(2) is not attracted, and that proviso is very much there. So if a foreign firm or a domestic firm, whatever it is investing in a startup which is recognized by DPIIT, there is no change.